Tracy McGrady, the greatest scorer in NBA history.
Sure about that, mate?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Prove it.
Well, let's go.
Here comes Steph, the greatest shooter of all time. Shaddy of Tracy McGrady. Here comes Steph. Steph 1, McGrady 0. Here comes Steph for 3.
T-Mac with the step back. Tracy McGrady with the fadeaway.
Timeout. Let me get the drone shot.
McGrady dribbles past Lucky, standing still.
It's McGrady with a Sixer lead at 1. Working over Jones all the way. He got it.
They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
Alright, here we go. Game on.
Step for the win.
Every moment matters. Laters.
Tracy McGrady, the greatest scorer in Orlando Magic history. Hey Magic fans, welcome to the latest episode of Magic Play History. This one's a little bit different. This episode is a lifelong Australian Magic fan trying very hard to get across to the other side of the world to see their very first Orlando Magic game. I gave the trip the tagline, "Every moment matters," and so far every moment has been chaos. I've had visa trouble, I've had flights being delayed, changed, cancelled, I've had drunk passengers causing flights to get turned around, I've had suitcases not arriving on the same flight as me, causing me to have to sleep in the airport. Massive issues just trying to get on a flight that will get to Orlando in time. And then of course we've got a tropical storm brewing in Orlando as well. So everything working against me, but trying very hard. Right now it's about 26 hours until the Mavericks and Magic is supposed to tip off. And I'm still in Sydney. So all that chaos that I mentioned has happened just in me being rerouted to Sydney and trying to get on this flight to the States. So it's pretty crazy, but that's not what you guys came for. You guys came for, hopefully, seeing some Magic basketball. So hopefully, from this point forward, I'll be able to document the actual trip to getting to Amway and seeing my first ever Orlando Magic game. So let's do it. Okay, so I'm now in Los Angeles. The Dallas game has been moved forwards 90 minutes because of Tropical Cyclone Nicole. But just before I got on the plane to LA, I got the email notification saying that my connecting flight from LA to Orlando had been cancelled. So pretty much the nail in the coffin for obviously getting to go to the Dallas game against Orlando and getting to potentially meet one of my heroes, Darrell Armstrong. Got a traditional Australian boomerang that I wanted to gift to DA, and that's not going to happen now. So it's probably better that it happened before the flight. So I've had the whole 13-hour flight to come to terms with the fact that the Dallas game's just not going to happen. There was some talk of maybe trying to keep me in LA and maybe go to a Lakers game or a Clippers game, but I didn't come all this way for a Lakers game or a Clippers game. Like I've already been through so much on this trip. The last 2 nights I've had 5 hours sleep combined now. To try to I've been fighting through everything to try to get to Orlando to see my first Orlando Magic game, and I ain't giving up. So they're flying me to Miami instead of Orlando. Once I get to Miami, I've got to figure out my way from Miami up to Orlando. I'm obviously not going to make it in time for tonight's game with the earlier tip. But hey, I've got 2 days to find my way from Miami to Orlando for that Phoenix game. It's going to be a big bummer that I'm missing tonight's game with the Packs and Pinstripes crew. You know, there's guys going to this game that I have known for over 15 years, and I was going to finally get to meet them tonight at this game, this Dallas game. So it's pretty devastating. Not going to lie, pretty devastating, but out of my hands. Well, I'm in Florida at least, so first time in Miami. Just have to figure out how to get from Miami to Orlando from here, with no flights of course, but I'm getting closer. Only 1 hour till game time, but I just found when I landed that Paolo's not playing anyway, so at least I didn't fly 15,000 kilometers just to watch Paolo in street clothes, I suppose. Well, the drama continues. For the second time on this trip, my suitcase has been loaded onto a different plane to what I was loaded onto, and it's not going to be here for 2 hours, so it seems to be a very hard task to put your suitcase on the same plane as the person. So
2 hours later.
I finally got my suitcase after waiting for over 2 hours here in Miami. Looks like Orlando's still in this game with Dallas at the moment, so that's a positive. Now I can finally try to figure out how to get from Miami to Orlando. Welcome to Orlando. Bucketing down rain, 5 a.m. The bus trip took an extra 2 hours more than what it was supposed to, just with the weather. Don't know if you've ever been in a bus driving along the highway, sort of waving side to side in the wind, and a lot of water on the road. Shouts to the bus driver though, he did well in the conditions, but yeah, probably the scariest bus trip I've ever been on, and I've been on a lot, so yeah. Anyway, I'm here in Orlando. Alright, so I finally made it, the final leg of the trip, waiting for an Uber, and the car park was closed. Yeah, had to run through like ankle deep puddles, so shoes and socks drenched, got completely soaked, but managed to get an Uber driver at 5 o'clock in the morning. I am at right across the road from the Amway Center, and I'm going to go and sleep. So when I tell the story of my first day in Orlando, I will tell everybody that I slept the entire day. So I was so tired after the trip, I crawled into bed, and I've only just woken up now, hunting some food, busted out the 90s Orlando Magic starter jacket, and I'm headed to Harry Buffalo, which is somewhere that the Six Man Show have made a must-see for any Magic fan. Of course, it's where the guys all celebrated getting the #1 pick in the draft. So I'm going to go and try to scratch up some dinner there, see what else I can squeeze in, but the day's pretty much over. So yeah, it looks like the weather is definitely improved, so I probably slept through the worst of Tropical Storm Nicole. It's not raining at the moment, the wind's pretty much died down, so hopefully onwards and upwards from here, hey? Well, it was a very unique pizza, and yeah, you guys love to pack that pizza pretty full. It was twice as big as a Australian pizza, so did not finish it all, but it was quite nice. So as a Orlando fan in Australia, you just don't get Orlando Magic stuff anywhere. Anytime you go to the shops, the NBA stuff, there's no Magic gear. And so just walking around the Amway Center and the new practice facility is just awesome. Just to be able to see, just being able to see the big Magic logo is cool. So yeah, it's hard to explain, but I'm enjoying just walking around, see the big photo of Horace Grant on the wall. Yeah, this is cool for me. Just having a look in the team shop window, and you just can't get any of this stuff in Australia. Safe to say I am going bankrupt tomorrow, so yeah, this is going to cost me a lot. So this is game day. Just been chilling this morning. Went for a walk around the lake. I'm just on my way to lunch, catching up with the podfather, Philip Rossman-Reich from Locked On Magic. The amount of hours I've listened to Phil talk about the Orlando Magic over the years. He's definitely filled in a lot of long car trips and other commutes with his Magic podcast. So I gotta say a big thank you to him. Just a little bit of shopping. All right, we've just geared up at the Orlando Magic team shop here with the captain, iRacer, and we just come for a look at the Dragon Wagon. All right, we're on the way to the game.
Let's go Magic.
And what are we thinking? Are we thinking Paolo's going to play tonight or what?
I think he will. He knows that you're in town, and I think that will give him the strength to suit up tonight.
All right. If not, we're sure that only Franz can lead us to the victory again, just like he did against Dallas. But it'd be nice to see Paolo out there on the court rather than just. He did have a pretty cool outfit on Wednesday night on the bench. Hopefully, he's wearing the Magic uniform tonight. Got Caleb Houston warming up like right next to me. How cool is this?
It's awesome, man.
Got Kevon Harris
is a kingdom on the road.
and Admiral Schofield warming up. Of course we got Aussie Jock Landau, only Aussie playing in the game. JT and David Steele.
Vince and Dante.
Vince getting showed around his first game with Valley Sports for the Magic. Q Rich over there as well. And we got Bo coming to say hi. Of course we got the legendary banners. Jalen Suggs now working on that handle. Here comes Franz.
And one.
Got a fair bit of bandaging on that shooting hand.
That's what we want. Jalen from the corner. Jalen's dropping long bombs here. Woo! 2 in a row from there.
Got Chuma and RJ coming out.
You gotta go 20 up and down and don't stop.
I got you, don't worry. That's so funny.
Two was on fire.
And this is the point where things really got crazy because Dante Marcatelli came over and I'd had a bit to do with Dante over the years and he was like, okay, let's go and meet Nick and the guys. And I was like, sure, yeah, we'll just go and meet the guy who is the reason I became an Orlando Magic fan.
Wow. Well, let's take a peek. Let's step out.
So I told Nick my own Magic fandom story and he signed the basketball card that I brought over for him. And then he asked to sign my jacket.
Dante really just helped make every moment matter. So next off, we're off to see Bo.
He never ceases to amaze me. He knows the whole life. Yeah, man, I'm always talking to you. So I thank you for coming over here.
Bo was a little reluctant to sign the card that I brought because he said, "Who's this Charles bloke?" But then he grabbed my phone and we got a good selfie, so all was forgiven. Next, Dante took me over to meet the legendary Jeff Turner. Of course, I had to get him to sign the jacket as well. He was quite happy to sign the card that I brought for him. I had to shoot my shot and ask Vince to sign the jacket as well. Now this is Magic player history after all, so I couldn't go all the way to the Amway Centre and not pay a trip to the Magic Hall of Fame.
Phoenix figures to be a team to be reckoned with throughout the year in the Western Conference. Now, the Magic have had remarkable success controlling the opening tip. In fact, I think it's been perfect so far this year with Bol Bol in that center jump circle. Oh, yes.
Jalen down there battling the post. You saw RJ battling the post. Guys not willing to give up easy baskets, and I think that's what these guys understand we have to do, in order to give ourselves a chance night in and night out.
We play with the mentality that everybody has to be ready, prepared to come in and make an impact. We've been locked in and dialed in. We've been playing together. Even with all the injuries we have, we've been playing together.
Just the potential we have, man. I think we did a really good job of just locking in on our game plan. Taking away some of the most dominant basketball, offensively gifted players as in Devin Booker, Mikal, DeAndre, and make other guys beat us. I think we did a really good job of that.
So, Jay, this is Andrew at the Packs and Pinstripes. How would you sum up in a few words your first time here at the Amway Center to see a Magic game?
Unbelievable. It's a night that I know I will never forget. I can't thank Packs and Pinstripes and NBA Top Shot enough. So thank you so much for flying me in here from Australia. That's amazing. Thank you to the Orlando Magic. Oh my God, Captain, so that game.
That couldn't have gone any better.
Mate, we led the whole game.
Yep.
Was it ever in doubt?
No.
Okay, I had a little bit of doubt. I was a little bit scared.
Yeah,
but
it's the Magic, you never know.
I was a little bit scared, but no, that was such an awesome game. Everybody played well. Tuma, man, his defense on Devin Booker was amazing. Bol, career high rebounds.
No fouls for Wendell at all tonight. He played 32 minutes. It's crazy.
Wendell, awesome D. They threw, 4 centers at him? Ayton. They tried Saric. They tried Landale. They tried Biz. and Wendell stopped them all. So amazing game from the Magic, amazing experience from Packs and Pinstripes, NBA Top Shot, and the Orlando Magic. So grateful to be here. So yeah, it's just been an amazing night.